So I would like to thank the organizers for giving us the opportunity to come here. We don't have that much experience, but we came here to learn, to gather as much insight, in this case, into web development as possible. And starting basically from nothing, we were able to put together quite an interesting hack, we believe. So it's about organizing your shopping list. Usually, you want to buy something. There are some things that you specifically want. So the official list from Carrefour was in Spanish. Say you want some pistachios. You can even... Let me refresh this. It's not responding. The web page. Let me close it and open it again, because I think it's frozen. Just let me...
Just kill the app.
Yeah, kill the app. Okay, cool. So say you want to look for like pistachios, so that's an item you specifically want, but you also know that you want to buy some cheese. You have the item in mind, but you don't know what you specifically want.
Specifically if it is in Spanish, right? So
Yeah, so you can choose the item category, and perhaps you want it to have the best price, or what the most popular thing is, because there's this thing called the paradox of choice. You go to buy something, and there are just way too many options, and you freak out because you don't know what to choose. So, yeah, say you want cheese and that specific item. So this is the cheese with the best price, I think, or the most popular, whatever I chose. And the pistachios. You can either choose what was recommended for you, or leave it like this. So you submit the query, and this would be your final shopping list. We were thinking about you filling in your email. Well, this is a locally hosted server, but you fill in your email and you receive a unique customer ID. So the Carrefour shop that's nearest to you would receive your shopping list. Someone would assemble it, and you would just go and pick it up, or have it delivered to you. I think this really helps solve the problem of choice. You have something in mind, but you don't know what you want exactly. So
yeah, and we specifically thought about the kind of people, which a lot of people, like me, when I go to the mall to pick up stuff, to pick up groceries, I do not actually know the ingredients I want to pick up, but I know what I want to do with them. Right? I know that I want pasta. I know that I want to eat pasta today, maybe some spaghettis with some kind of sauce, right? So what we do, basically, is make recommendations from ingredients that you want. We take those ingredients through an algorithm, and the output we get is, again, a recommendation for what you've already picked up. So with the recommendations that with what you've picked up, you can build something, you can make something at home that actually makes sense. Which is cool because many times you go to the shop and you buy a lot of stuff, and then you go home and don't know what to do with it, and you're like, man, I should have bought tomatoes for this, right? So I think it's useful in that sense.
it's all based on past like user, shopping list. So the list provided by Carrefour, and of course we didn't have the time to implement. We implemented our own algorithm. We could have done something machine learning based, but we were limited by time. But we are sure that this can be optimized a lot, and the suggestions, the categories, we can add some more, and the suggestions can get even better. So, yeah, we can have some more of this. Yeah. This is showing because the parsing of the float had some trouble apparently. Also the encoding, but yeah. So it was an interesting first experience with web developing.
Absolutely brilliant, thanks guys. Any questions from the room on that? Can I give you the mic and then come across the room?
Hello? Yeah? Okay, cool. First question, what coding languages did you use and what was the algorithm, if you could just describe it in a few words?
Well, for the algorithm itself, we used Python. So we wrote it in Python, and then we realized it was easier to translate it to PHP. And so we translated to PHP, and then we embedded it in the rest of the code, which we used HTML, CSS for the web page, and PHP for the algorithm. And the algorithm, basically, what it does is it takes, we divided manually, which was kind of a pain. So, you know, with machine learning, all of this could be automatized. And if you have a large base of database, then it's a lot easier. But we only took a subset of all the items that Carrefour provided, which were like millions. So we divided them into categories. And once you select the items you know you want to buy in the first page, the algorithm, what it does is increment it gives points to the categories of which the items you chose belong to, right? And so we work with this kind of algorithm based in categories, but now the categories also popularity. So if if we have many users in the web page and a lot of users are choosing a type of cheese over another cheese, then that will be more likely recommended. And also, if you select the cheap option, which is in the first page, you will only get products which are below the average price of the items for that category. So
and the small business plan, like, of course, everybody's on the go right now, and using the recommendations, this is a facility Carrefour can give to his customers. So, say if the order is below 20 euros, they could charge them extra, and if it's over, it's free. And I don't know.
Okay, and the second question was, because there were 5 of you in your team and 5 of us in our team, so I was wondering how you split the work and who did what.
So me and Sergio, we did the back end, and these guys, the front end. I don't exactly know how the front end was made, so perhaps I will let them say something.
There was actually not only the front end to do, but also the links between the database and the front end. We had to use PHP to get all the data from the database into the main page of our web app.
I have a quick question on the UI. That's got to be the best hack UI design I've seen. How did you get the graphical stuff for that? Was that taking some canned stuff from somewhere, or are you guys just graphical whiz?
No, just.
It was all done on the run. Unfortunately, no, we didn't design it. I mean.
Don't worry, we can fix the mess. That's absolutely brilliant, guys. Fantastic hack. Thank you.
Thank you.